I know everybody came here tonight to see the Coach's Corner. That's right, Coach's Corner is going to be the greatest thing ever to celebrate Roy Wilkins winning the Johnny Weaver Cup. Just like I told you, he's the greatest living technical wrestler alive. George Hacken-Smith, Carl Gotch, and by God, Roy Wilkins. That's how the three greatest technical wrestlers ever. And we come to celebrate Roy here tonight. Champion looking dapper. Woo, look at Champion. Look at that class. Class, you're moving up. And look, we brought 3 luchadors. I flew them in from Mexico. They are Technicos. In Mexico, Technico is a great wrestler. So I got 3 great wrestlers out here to celebrate it all. Hey, let's just bring out that greatest wrestler alive today. Roy Wilkins! Right there is the Johnny Weaver Cup champion, the greatest living technical wrestler alive. And I thought about it. And you know, John Cardodal is a big name. He was a 3-time World Tag Team Champion, and he was Johnny Weaver's friend and tag team partner. He presented Roy with that trophy, and that was an honor unto itself. But tonight, I'm going to do the impossible. I'm going to do just like Whitney Houston on tour again next year. Oh, yeah, she's coming back. And tonight, I'm bringing back the #2 wrestlers. The best wrestlers ever. You can't believe it. We got to get the lights down. We got to get ready. It's going to be Carl Gotch and George Hacken-Smith back from the dead. He's witnessed the strength of back. What? That's not Carl's music. That's not Carl's music.
What? It's not Hacken-Smith and Gotch. It's not Hacken-Smith and Gotch. It's not. Attack!
What in the world of wrestling entertainment is going on here? We're out of here. Look, I'm done being disrespected. I'm done. This is the greatest technical wrestler alive today. I paid to have those holograms come up, and you 2 guys come and ruin it for me.
You know what?
We're out of here.
There's going to be a match tonight. Roy Wilkins, you screwed me out of my shot last time. You know what? You're going to face whoever gets drawn out of this bucket. And you know what? Whoever gets drawn is getting a shot. Hey, your shot at the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. I'm defending my shot tonight.
No, it's a walkout. Player walkout. It's a player walkout. That's what's happening.
It's happening.
It's 100% up to you, Coach. You're free to walk if that's what you want to do. But your man will forfeit his guaranteed title shot if you want. So walk or take the chance.
You might as well just take it.
Draw in. I don't trust nobody around here. Find some. I don't even know if there's a good fan around here you can trust.
We need 1 volunteer right here. First hand to win.
No, I don't like that one.
Well, you know, oh, he wouldn't like it. All right, just stand over there and cry about it.
Hey, this. All right, the name that is drawn will face Roy Wilkins for his guaranteed title shot, his prize for winning the it say?
Go ahead.
What's it say? Jesse Adler!
No way.
Jesse Adler!
There is no way. I don't trust that girl. I saw her slipping in there. She's a Jesse Adler fan. I want to draw another name out there. Draw another name. Draw another name. Draw another name. Draw another name.
That's fine. If you really want it. Nobody wants to sit here and listen to you cry all night, so go ahead, draw another name. Make it happen. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
All right, I guess we'll draw right here. Come on up.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Jesse should have got it. Making a triple threat. Should have been Jesse.
Jesse Adler!
What in the world?
It's right there, black and white!
I couldn't even begin to imagine how that. There's too many players on the field. There's something going on here.
You want to draw? All right, here.
Not wrestling, Jesse.
But this is it.
Not Jesse.
Can we agree that this is it? This is it.
Jesse Adler.
Jesse Adler!
And it looks like next on CWF Worldwide is Roy Wilkins versus the rookie Jesse Adler. To point out, Roy Wilkins has put his Weaver Cup guaranteed title shot on the line tonight.
Brother, that's a lot of pressure. Think about what all you get that comes along with that Weaver Cup title, with that trophy, and all that's on the line as well.
And there's the experience by Roy Wilkins. I saw that coming a mile away.
Smarter than probably every other person in the building, to be honest.
Yes, sir. And I'm a little disappointed I didn't get to see Carl Gotch tonight.
I was looking forward to George Hackenschmidt myself.
He died over 100 years ago.
That was going to be impressive. If the coach could pull that one off, I might become an all-star. I might be a fan if that was going to happen. Thankfully, it didn't for my sake.
I thought they were going to do like Jurassic Park where they get the DNA and inject it into like Jackson Dane or something.
Brother, you might be on to something here.
Might be. Roy Wilkins is onto that rib cage of Jesse Adler at the moment. And Roy Wilkins, all he had to do, he waited for Adler to put his head down coming into that ring. And the fans already behind Jesse Adler here, they know what an opportunity he has.
That's one thing, the CWF faithful, they love Jesse Adler, and they're going to stay with him. And that's got to help a young guy like that who feeds off their energy.
Yes, sir. And I don't know if you know the story of Chappie. We know his story. But Jesse Adler, of course, was a young fan here in the Sportatorium and at our old Carolina Sports Arena for years as a young man.
To watch the Chiba Kid, Drew. Absolutely, he did.
His family, a long-time mainstay at CWF, long-time fans of ours. And the fans here, they've known him since he was a child.
It's always fun to see a young man grow up loving the sport and then able to pursue a dream and get into it. And he's been a heck of an athlete so far. I've been impressed with this young guy in the year or so that he's been wrestling.
Yeah, I've been very impressed, and this is what we call a segue. If you're a fan and you would like to become a CWF star, go to CWF247.com, learn about the dojo, train with the best like Trevor Lee.
Brother, doesn't get much better than that.
No,
you have a chance to learn from someone who's been around, as seen on TV, Trevor Lee, a former bona fide world tag team champion. It doesn't get much better than that.
No, sir. Arik Royal, also one of the trainers, Andrew Everett, so you learn from the best.
Arik Royal, very underrated.
Yeah,
the guy that knows his stuff inside and outside the ring, and they're here to help. If you're a fan and you want to become one of the best, it will benefit you to study at the CWF Dojo.
There we go, paying the bills.
Absolutely, gotta pay him somehow.
And you want to talk about underrated, like him or not, Roy Wilkins, brother, is still, at this point in the game, an incredibly underrated wrestler.
It really boggles my mind that after all these years that Roy's been doing this, people still don't know how good he is. Brother, I've been in the ring with him. I know how good he is. He is one of the best I've ever been in the ring with, and that's the truth.
Yes, sir. He's one of the best I've been around, and Jesse Adler is finding out he's one of the best. But look at the kid pull himself back in.
The kid is not going to go away, that's for sure.
Now the difference between this and the Weaver Cup, he does have some backup in his corner with the TV champion and one half of the tag champion is Chet Sterling.
Brother, that's good backup.
Real good backup, and Chet is, as always, fired up tonight.
Very lean backup.
Yeah, he's very lean.
He's very lean.
I would take him in a fight with Chappie.
I'm not taking Chappie anywhere. I want to fight Chappie again. That's fun.
Look how nice Chappie looks tonight.
Funeral? What happened?
I think he was applying for a loan, actually.
He's dressed for his own funeral just in case.
Yes.
He's applying for a loan.
Boy, Wilkins with another cover. Jesse Adler, ever since that spot outside the ring where he got his head down low, he has not been able to get it going.
I'll be honest with you, I thought that back elbow may have knocked him out. I really did.
Yeah, he really seems to be kind of trying to gather himself.
Try to knock the cobwebs loose.
And I've noticed Wilkins is really focused on that midsection in this match.
That's the thing about Roy. He's going to focus on one area, and he's going to pick it apart until you are forced to defend that area, which leaves other body parts open for attack.
Right, it's kind of like in boxing. You see somebody go to the body and their hands drop to defend it, and then the head's open. You know, it's a smart strategy, and he's a guy who he's not going to waste any motion.
Everything that he does in that ring has a purpose behind it, and it means something. Roy, like you said, he's not going to expand any energy that he doesn't need to. He's going to be the pressure man when it comes down to the end of the fight.
Yes, he is. And Adler on the ropes, and I see Chet in the crowd trying to get the crowd going. Adler, he's really got to get something going here, though.
Hard buckle right to his back.
Shook the ring. Wilkins in. He caught 2 boots to the face.
He caught him clean.
Adler heading up. What has he got? Nice cross body. He may have him too.
The last split second, Roy was able to power out of that. He's crawling to the coach for help. Roy may not know where he's at. He may be in trouble.
Yeah, he's rolled out. Jesse Adler getting ahead of steam. He's going to fly. No, Wilkins, he tried to catch it, but Adler looks like he caught him head on there.
I'm not sure who got the worst of that, to be honest with you. That was just a collision. That was 2 men colliding with each other, both of getting a bad end of that.
Yeah, it looked like Wilkins, he tried to bow up to it, so to speak, but he still went down. Oh, and this idiot, Chappie.
Come on, ref.
I don't know what Chappie.
Chet Sterling's had enough.
He looks like an accountant at about 5:30 in the evening getting off of work. And just like that, Wilkins back on top. Double underhook. Tiger driver.
Oh, my goodness.
He got to set up for the stretch muffler. He's got him hooked.
He's got him locked in the center of the ring. There is nowhere for young Jesse Adler to go. And, brother, I've been in this. This hurts. It hurts the kneecap, the quad, the back. It hurts everything.
Yes, it does, and that goes back to that midsection work he did earlier. Jesse has not tapped out.
I can't believe he's still hanging in there. This is amazing from the kid.
And look at him fighting his way to the ropes. He's almost there. He's got about a half to go. Oh, Wilkins let go.
And now you see why, to get back on the attack so he wouldn't have to break the offense.
Right.
Again, so smart from Roy Wilkins.
He didn't want to have to suffer the indignity of Adler breaking his hold.
Right back to it. He broke it willingly to get back to it in the center of the ring. That shows you how smart he is.
Absolutely. He took a shot to the back first, and now does Adler have enough to get to the ropes again?
You got to wonder how much is left in the tank for young Jesse Adler.
And he's crawling right towards the side of the ring the All-Stars are on. And you know there's a cheap shot coming.
Ref stepping in and breaking what would have been a cheap shot from the coach.
That's got to be break that hold.
Oh, he's got to let go.
And Adler twice survives a stretch muffler. Pushes off.
He's got enough left in those legs to push Roy Wilkins off, and that is a grown man he just shoved.
But that's going to affect his ability to go to the... And
another distraction.
And every time Adler gets going, it seems like Chappie does something.
Even with Chet ringside, there's still a numbers advantage for the All-Stars and for Roy Wilkins.
He set up for that Alphamari water slide. He got out of it.
He got it with a spinning back fist. The jumping neck breaker.
Is he going to get that standing shooter? Yes, he's got it. Cover.
That's it. Oh, my goodness. I thought Jesse had him pinned.
And Wilkins. And here comes Sterling. He's taking out Chappie.
Right in front of us. This is fun for me.
We got a fight on the outside. Adler heading up top. Watch the coach. And he just pushed Adler all the way to the floor. he didn't see it. And the coach rolls Adler back in. Sterling was preoccupied with Chappie. Covered by Wilkins.
Not like this. Not like this.
Oh, just a garbage way to win a match.
That great match sullied by that finish.
Adler again put up a hell of a showing against Wilkins, and again it was the All-Stars that made the difference.
That numbers advantage is eventually going to get you.
Wilkins wins and he retains his Weaver Cup title shot.
We are just a few weeks away from the 15th annual CWF Rumble, which will air right here on CWF Worldwide. And my guest at this time has to be one of the odds-on favorites to win, Aaron Biggs. Aaron, how you feeling?
Christy, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good about this year's Rumble. Last year, I came in and I wrecked shop. And guess what? This year, I'm gonna do it again. If you're sitting in the front row, I hope you got something to block yourself with, because I'm throwing them left and I'm throwing them right until I'm the last man standing into this year's CWF Rumble.
I'm going to ask everyone to please welcome one of the true good guys that you meet in wrestling, one of my favorite people. Please welcome back to the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, Bobby O'Neill.
Let's cut it.
Bobby, I know you've waited many, many months, ever since December, really, to have this moment. I'm going to give you the floor, I'm going to give you the ring to get the answers that you seek.
Thank you, Brad. First, I want to thank CWF Mid-Atlantic for taking the time away from a great show tonight to let me speak my mind. I want to thank all of you folks for welcoming me back so warmly, because no matter what it is, you guys are still always going to be our Hillbilly Nation. Now that being said, I spent nearly the last 4 months up in the mountains of Virginia thinking about what I was going to say if I ever got this opportunity. I spent 3 hours today in the car thinking about what I was going to say tonight. And I just spent the last hour and a half pacing through that locker room thinking about what I was going to say tonight. You see, sometimes tag team partners don't work out.
You don't need Aaron,
But sometimes brother turns on brother. So Aric Andrews, I know you're here. All these folks just watched you lose to Chet Sterling.
He does that a lot.
So why don't you come on out wherever you're hiding, and let's talk about this. Let's talk man to man.
He ain't gonna come out, he's scared. There he is. Oh man, you showed up late. You didn't bring Lee Valiant with you? He comes out every other time you're out here. And when he don't come out here, you get beat like earlier. He's looking for Lee Valiant.
Bring tricks, Eric. Come on.
He's scared of him, and that's why
Let's just talk.
Okay. Let's not waste any time here, all right? Why don't you just tell me right now, where is Evan Banks?
Not here.
I'm going to tell you where Evan Banks is, but first you're going to have to listen to me talk. A year ago at Battlecade, you said you were done. And I thought about what I would say to you and what I would ask of you if I ever had the chance. And I finally figured it out today. Why? And you know what's messed up is I know why. Because for 3 years, you watched Evan Banks connect with these people in a way you could never dream. You were too concerned about being the quote-unquote wrestler of the group is you didn't care about the fans. And if you've forgotten your history lesson, how about a couple of years ago when you said you were going to quit the Killbillies if they didn't start winning matches? Winning matches has always been important to the Killbillies because you guys were 2-time CWF Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions. One time for 11 months. The most awesome tag team CWF had ever seen. But it goes deeper than that. No, it goes way deeper than that. Because, okay, you walked away. We gave you your time. We tried to talk to you for months and months. We didn't say a word when you decided you were going to cosplay some crystal meth version of the NWO. We didn't do nothing because you were our brother. And if you wanted to play Cowboys and Indians with a bunch of bad dudes, that was fine. But in that time, Evan Banks got better and better. Maybe it was because you weren't dragging him down.
That's right. That's right.
Evan Banks pinned the current Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. Evan Banks was on a roll until you decided to put hands on him. Because the jealousy finally took over. If you hadn't attacked Evan Banks, we might be looking at a different Weaver Cup champion. If you hadn't beaten up Evan Banks the way you did so unceremoniously, Evan Banks could be the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion. But the jealousy took over. The jealousy took over. But for what, Aric Andrews? For what? All you've done is cheated and crept and crawled around this building. Being Lee Valiant Shinebox boy. What I want you to know, what I want you to realize, you killed the Killbillies.
All right, I'm done. I'm about tired of this. Look, you got what you got to say out, right? Okay, everybody heard what you had to say. They were real impressed. They had a couple laughs. That's fine. But my question to you, where is Evan Banks?
You know, I talked about a surprise, and well, the surprise is that Evan Banks isn't here. I'm not a wrestler, I'm not a fighter, and I know the position I'm in. But someday justice is going to come. I'm not going to be the terrible swift sword of justice. But someday, somebody is going to get you. Evan Banks, I don't know if he'll ever be back. I certainly hope so. But the thing is
Evan Banks is never coming back! And neither are you!
Seriously, get out. Get out.
Well, don't let him say his Don't say his head. What can he say? Don't let him say you go out.
Aric Andrews is the man.
This is what you turn on.
This is all you love. Go eat your corn and prime pie, baby.
That was absolutely disgusting scene here. Bobby O'Neill, not a wrestler. Aric Andrews, a piece of trash that he is, and he's going to get what's coming to him one way or the other from somebody.
This October, the 15th annual CWF Rumble will air right here on CWF Worldwide for the first time ever. Recently returning is my guest at this time, one of the most dominant men in Mid-Atlantic history, the assassin, Ric Kandrack.
Let's talk a little history. Let's talk assassin history. Almost 10 years here, and I've done a lot. I trained here. I bled here. I became heavyweight champion here. But one thing I've never done is win the Rumble. For this October, the 15th annual Rumble, I'm taking it all.
Darius Lockhart going to lock up with the returning Chris Lee.
This hand's going to slap you in the face. That's what this hand is.
And Darius just punched him right in the mouth.
Yes, he did. If you recall, it was Darius Lockhart that broke the hand of one Chris Lee. And Chris Lee, we haven't seen him in a few weeks. He's, long story short, he's trying to find himself, trying to get out of a bit of a slump. He's been taking matches in other areas.
It's public knowledge. He's been struggling here lately, but this is a great opportunity for him to bounce back and fight his way back to the way he used to be able to wrestle around here.
That's right. He's got plenty of motivation against this cocky, kind of a D-bag.
You don't have to tell me anything about that about him. You know me and him, we've had words. I started out liking the kid. The kid's smart, he's talented, he's good, we've done training classes together, but he's got a stupid attitude, and that's me putting it nicely. And part of me kind of hopes Chris just cleans his clock and sets his attitude straight just a little bit.
Yes, sir. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That was the same thing that happened last time. And Darius struck the pole.
Turnabout's fair play as Darius smacks the post. The same move that injured Chris Lee, and Chris is going right to that hand just like Darius did.
Yes, sir. And I think Chris Lee wants to break that hand.
Chris Lee is wrestling and fighting like he's got something to prove tonight, and Darius is in a world of trouble.
You know what? I spoke to Chris Lee earlier, and he takes a lot of exception to Darius Lockhart. Because Chris Lee is a young man. He works his butt off with 3 or 4 different occupations, and he hates the way Darius Lockhart, who is such a talented guy, takes so many shortcuts.
Well, you said it correctly. He is talented. There's not a need for him to take those shortcuts, but he chooses to. He makes a conscious decision to take those shortcuts, and he thinks they're going to pay off for him in the long run.
Right. I think what Chris Lee was alluding to is that Darius comes in with a big sense of entitlement.
Darius just straight choking Chris Lee on the top rope there, and Chris able to fight back.
Chris going to the neck there. Oh, and that hand.
That's got us smart after he hit that post. You see him grabbing it. Well, I don't know how smart that was to chop a man and basically hit somebody with an injured hand.
Yeah, not at this stage. Now, well, Chris Lee slipping out of the back there. Backdrop suplex. No, Blues under driver.
As Darius smartly rolls to his stomach. He can't be covered if he's on his stomach.
Now, what may happen later in this match, you may see the hand get numb, that injured hand, if Chris Lee doesn't go after it again. Until then, it's going to hurt like hell.
If he gets numb, Darius is fine. He can punch as hard as he wants to. It's going to do more damage, but he's not going to feel any pain. And a running boot caught Chris Lee right in the side of the face, and Chris is rocked on the second turnbuckle, and both men are heading to the top, and this is a dangerous spot.
Very dangerous, a horrible spot to be in up in that corner. And Darius,
what is Darius doing?
I'll give him a lot of credit. He's fought back from this. He's not letting Chris Lee get up on him.
They're just trading shots at this point. And Chris Lee caught the right arm.
He's got that hand. Oh, right to the buckle.
That hand is messed up.
What is it? He's launching it in between the turnbuckle pad. It's stuck in there.
Brother, that's nothing but metal inside there.
Yeah, there's a hook.
Oh, he's just bouncing up and down on it. Chris Lee with a running start.
Oh my God.
Darius' hand is, he can't get it out.
Yeah, if you've never seen the inside of that, as he goes for another one.
Drop kick in the corner, and Darius' hand is all kind of busted at this point.
Yeah, if you've never seen the inside of a buckle, it's a metal hook that holds everything together, and his hand was caught right on it.
Let me hear you!
And Chris Lee has not forgotten about that first match at all. He has done superplex.
He superplexed him from the outside of the ropes back in. Both men landing hard and awkwardly. Chris Lee able to roll him up for the cover. This may be it.
Oh, Darius Lockhart.
A strong kick out. This kid's got more left.
Yeah, he's got a lot left. We've seen it before. He took Trevor Lee to the limit. He's fought Roy Wilkins. He's taken them all to the limit. And Chris Lee, you can tell this is a man with purpose. This is a man trying to get back on track.
Chris Lee's not going to forget what Darius started some 4 months ago.
No, sir. And he also knows that there was a time where he was considered the future of CWF. And he wants to get back that mantle. Schoolboy cover. Oh, and that was the same way he got him last time.
Chris Lee able to power up.
Oh, my God.
Just smacked him right in the mouth.
Oh my God, what a clothesline.
He came at him from the side.
Yeah, almost a Hansen-esque lariat.
He caught him in the jaw. Chris may be out. Chris is in trouble. Chris Lee's in trouble.
Yeah, nothing pretty. We got to cover. Look at the leg.
You just said there was nothing pretty about that offense. Chris Lee surprised him being able to kick out, but he just knocked him right in the jaw with that bicep and that clothesline.
Yeah, very awkward blow there. And that may have taken a lot of the starch out of Chris Lee. Now, we should point out, even though he's not been in the Sportatorium, he has been wrestling elsewhere. He's stayed active, trying to get himself back on track. Look at him fire up.
This is for you, Smith.
Hey, focusing over here at the booth again. He's got that hand and yanks it down.
Yeah, that's real smart, kid.
Set him up, traffic jam, yes.
He hit him. That's it. He's not kicking out.
Got him, and Chris Lee.
Garrett should know not to run his mouth. When you run your mouth, things like that happen.
And Chris Lee returns to the Sportatorium and possibly returning to form.
Good for Chris Lee. Glad to see him back on the winning side of things.
Chris Lee!
You can tell he's been waiting months for this win. You can see it all over his face. This kid's excited and he's pumped. I just hope this one win can springboard him and propel him back to his winning form.
Yes, sir.
I didn't forget about you either.
You happy with yourself, Smith? You happy with yourself, Smith? Think you're real cute, huh? You got a problem? Now your little announce desk, huh? You got a problem? Come on, cripple. Think you're cute? Come on, cripple.
I'm really about sick of your crap, kid.
You sick of my crap? You sit your ass down. Whoa.
You serious? Come here! Come here!
You punk! I'm sick of you! I'm absolutely sick of you! Yeah, you better run! Show me!
I promise you I will get my hands on you.
Show me!
I promise you, you arrogant son.
This October, the 15th annual CWF Rumble will air right here on CWF Worldwide for the first time ever. And my guests at this time, Michael McAllister and Sis, how are you feeling?
We feel like we're gonna win. We are gonna win the Rumble, the CWF Rumble. We've got 28 other people to worry about. We're gonna win, and we're gonna find him. We're coming to find you. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
See how I'm coming more like off my hip? And right, you were like if this arm's going up on lunge here. It's little things that makes you money. It's little things that make people talk about you. No matter what, it's still gonna hurt.
What an amazing night it's been already, and still to come, the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, Marcellus King. But first, I wanted to get Smith, Garrett, and Cecil Scott's predictions on the 15th annual CWF Rumble, airing 3 weeks from today, right here on CWF Worldwide. Smith, let's start with you.
Well, I would like to say you know, if I'm being honest, I would have to pick Bright Attitude. This guy has got so much to fight for. He's got a point to prove. We heard from him earlier. He's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder, and I know what that guy's capable of, and I really think he's going to come out victorious at the 15th Annual Rumble.
All right. Cecil Scott, what are you thinking?
My prediction is me. Every year, everybody comes in and they say, I'm winning the CWF Rumble. Every Rumble I've ever been in, I say I'm winning the CWF Rumble. Year after year after year, I don't win. I don't come close to winning. And I sit out here and I call these matches every week. I see all these great athletes and these great performers, all in their prime. I'm not in my prime. I'm well past it. And I don't got a whole lot of these left in me. This might be my last Rumble. So yeah, I'm going to win, because you know what? If I don't win, I will never be in a Rumble again. This is it. And you know what? I have to win. because I've got to have something to say, oh, this was worth it. This back injury that I have, all the injuries, all the matches, something's got to be worth it. So yeah, I'm winning the CWF Rumble this year.
Marcellus King. You didn't forget about me, did you? Man, isn't technology great? You know, a friend of mine taught me how to Skype. I'm not going to mention any names, but this is awesome. You know, I'm just sitting here at home doing research while you're there. And you know, I've been looking up some stuff about you. August 27th, 2005. That was your very first match against a very formidable competitor by the name of Kid Justice, which would be impressive. But did you know what I was doing just 4 days before that? I wrestled my first televised match with WWE. And you know, after 3 years of working my tail off, busting my ass, getting beat every night, I finally achieved my dream of signing my WWE contract. And you know what happened the very next day? My world ended, and my mother was killed in a car accident. You see, Marcellus, you talk to these people. You come out there every night and say how you've worked hard for 10 years, and you've busted your tail, and you've been held back, and you've gone through so much adversity. You don't know about adversity. I've been held back by every company I've ever worked for. I've been passed over time and time again because I didn't kiss enough ass or I didn't sign the right contract. And finally, I came back home to CWF and achieved my goal. I've held titles in a lot of places, even WWE, and nothing meant more to me than the CWF Mid-Atlantic Championship. And you took that from me and injured me, which is why I'm not there. My knee is torn to shreds because of you. And I'm not even mad because you took the title. That's fine. That happens. But the way you took it, you didn't do like everybody else. Everybody before you with that golden ticket has done it honorably and handed it in and said, hey, I want to face you at this day. But not you, man. You did the chicken thing. And you attacked me when I was most vulnerable. And you attacked me when I was already injured. But that's fine, man. If that's what you want to do, that's cool. Let me tell you something. If you think I'm going to forget about that, you think I'm just going to let that slide, you're absolutely crazy. Because yeah, I'm hurt right now. No doctor will clear me. I've tried twice. That's a shoot. Both my knees have torn ligaments in them. But I tell you a secret. Let me let you in on it. This is independent wrestling. I don't have to be cleared by anyone. At the Rumble, you can bet your ass that I'm going to be there. And if I have to go through 29 dudes to do it, I don't care. But I'm winning that Rumble. And I'm going to get my shot at you. And I will not attack you from behind. I will not take advantage of you when you're vulnerable. I'm going to cash it in face to face. And I will look you in the eye and tell you that I will kick your ass and take back my championship.
This is our final blind chance drawing matchup of the night. Whoever's name is drawn will face the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion right here, right now.
Don't screw this up.
Tonight's challenger is the Lost Cause Nick Richards.
We have a bell, an absolute opportunity of a lifetime for the lost cause, Nick Richards.
You talk about a night where you can make your name forever. This has been it so far, brother.
Yes, sir. It's for the heavyweight title.
To have your name drawn by chance out of a bucket of about 15 other names, you've got to capitalize on this.
Yes, sir. And opportunities like this don't happen often. I remember some years ago I got an impromptu shot at the Kamakazi Kid when he was the champion. And the nerves of an impromptu shot, it can wreck you in a match.
I had the same opportunity when Arik Royal was the heavyweight champion. And for someone who had been wrestling less than a year, I was scared to death. I'll say it. I was scared to death. Plus, Aric hits really hard.
Who are you telling? He's knocked me out more than once. And speaking of knocking out, Marcellus King has made his name KO into.
Right now, Nick Richards was firing, ducked the hook, and grabbed. Maybe the smartest thing he could have done was grab the headlock. It's like running into a wall, Marcellus.
He's a huge guy. Richards drops down, leapfrog, no!
He caught him like a baby.
He is so strong. And I was thinking coming into this that Richards, I think, in a random chance, hold up, elbow, misses. Richards would have a good chance.
You know, he has that mindset where he just really doesn't care. He's going to be crazy and do whatever he does to whoever's in there, no matter the time or place. And right now, shot right to the back. Richards is reeling after that one. We see Marcellus staying on the attack and just dumps him through the ropes to the floor right in front of the fans.
And we saw another random draw as Richards comes in, his press.
Richards has had enough, just hands right to the forehead of the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion.
And again to the midsection, and it's like you were saying, Richards, he's so unorthodox.
Oh, he hit hard on the floor. You could hear, I don't know if that was a skull or his back or shoulder,
his hand,
but something smacked the ground hard.
It's kind of hard for us to tell from our vantage point. We don't exactly have monitors over here.
You know, it's so weird to say this. We were speaking recently in a Roy Wilkins match about how he's underrated, even though.
Oh, God!
Oh, my gosh.
What the hell was that, a can of Pringles?
He hit him with a can of Pringles.
And there's nothing worse than a half-empty can of broken Pringles.
Who brought Pringles into the Sportatorium?
We don't sell Pringles.
Not about a can.
God, I could go for some
But we were talking about how even though as good as he is, Roy Wilkins is underrated. I would say even though he's the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, Marcellus King is in that same boat. People really just don't know how good this man is.
No, and I've been saying that for a long time. I wrestled him years and years and years ago, and we had comments from Brad Attitude, and he tried to downplay it a little bit, but I think it was just out of maybe some frustration, but Marcellus King has worked to get to where he is.
He has. I've been in the ring with him. He's one of the best guys I've been in there with. And like you said, Attitude, we heard words from him, and it sounds like Attitude is ready to get his hands back on Marcellus King.
Yeah, he's obviously not happy about how things went down when Marcellus won that title, and I wouldn't be either. He says he's going to be at the Rumble, and he's coming for Marcellus.
Brother, that's bold words to have ligaments torn in both. Oh my gosh, there's no give. That is wood, and that is an iron frame that Marcellus King just threw another human being into.
And you'll see most guys, when they see that apron coming, they try to turn and take it on the back if they can. He took that right in the shoulder.
Nick Richards was thrown so hard he had nowhere to go. Just nothing but momentum took him right into the ring. And Marcellus focusing on that midsection now.
And this speaks volumes to how good Marcellus is, where he didn't know who his challenger was going to be. Now, for most challengers, in the back of your head, you always think about what's it going to be like if I face the champion. You're always preparing to face the champion in your head.
That thought is always there. When you lay down in bed tonight, if you're not thinking about the heavyweight championship, you're in the wrong sport, brother.
I still think about it. I'm more or less retired. Oh, Marcellus hit the post!
That's an opening that Nick Richards may need.
He's going to go again. Twice to the post, taking the decal off with him.
He knocked the magnet off the post with his face.
Marcellus took 3 shots to the post, and he may be out of it.
Unfortunately, a countout's not going to win Nick Richards the title.
No, he needs to break that count.
What is Nick doing?
Oh, God, what in the hell is Nick Richards doing?
Oh, my gosh. This is a man that has no regard for his own well-being
or
anybody else's. Oh, my gosh.
He dropped the elbow from the second rope to the floor. To hell with his own health.
He just doesn't care. Anything that'll get the job done, this man's willing to do. I can't say that I agree with his ideology here lately, but his actions tonight, you've got to respect them.
You know what? You got to respect the heart and the fight, if nothing else. We saw it when he fought Arik Royal not long ago.
We saw it when he fought Ric Converse not long ago.
Right. It seems like he's maybe rediscovering some of the old Nick Richards, if that person still exists. Got him set up in the corner. Nice hard knee strike in the corner.
That was all jaw, just right on the knee.
And it hasn't been.
One more time there.
We're gonna get it again. Another knee, and when's the last time we have seen Marcellus King this much on the defensive?
Marcellus is in trouble.
We got it covered too.
We may have a new champ. Marcellus was able to kick out at the very last split second.
Richards, he put together, I'd say, a good 3 minutes of just incredible offense, and I can't believe he didn't get him there. Oh, Marcellus trying to create distance, goes high on the line.
He is. Oh, 3 more crossbody and caught him again.
You want to talk about strength, it just deposits him in the ring.
Nick Richards may be out on his feet. The ropes are the only thing holding him up, and they're not doing it now.
No.
Back to the outside.
And if you're Marcellus, I would not be surprised if he tries to take this count. Yeah, you see him backing off. He's going to the neutral corner.
Yeah, you're right. He's still shaking those cobwebs loose from those 3 shots right to the post.
He's rolling out. I'm figuring, if you're the champion, you take this however you can get it.
Yeah, you don't have to pin Nick Richards if you're the champion. You don't have to make Nick Richards submit. You can take the count out and go home.
You got to think maybe he doesn't feel like Richards is done. Right here in front of us, just a sickening thud on the floor from
that
the suplex.
That is human flesh hitting a concrete floor.
And we got the pads out there thanks to the athletic commission, but we can talk about an inch or two of pad.
Well, brother, you can see the people walk on them and tell that there's no support in those pads.
No,
they're flimsy. They are there, like you said, they're there just because they have to be.
I mean, it's better than hitting the floor, but not by much.
Not by much, brother.
And Marcellus, you kind of see the wheels in his head turning.
And right now, this is just a fight between 2 grown men.
Right now, it's some butt whooping. Oh, Richards
is right in the mouth.
Marcellus King's not a guy I would slap in the mouth.
You know what? Nick Richards doesn't think the same way that me and you do.
No, he does not. Marcellus went right to the eye.
Thumb right to the eye.
Now, Richards always kind of marches to the beat of his own drum. And he was that way from the day he walked into the dojo. Oh, no, he's going after the head. He's about to drop him on his head.
There's no padding on that apron.
Oh, sandwiched him right into the buckle.
That's very smart by Nick Richards. He's got him lined up. And he eats a boot from the heavyweight champion.
Marcellus going for the line again. No, catches him.
Oh, my God!
It just dropped him back, and Nick first on the apron. It looked like he was going to go for a suplex, but just dropped the man. But now he's got to get him back in the ring.
Our heavyweight champion's in trouble. Marcellus is in trouble.
He is pushing Marcellus King more than anyone has in months. We've seen Marcellus as KO victim after victim, but he is in trouble. Richard hit a save for the dive, yes!
Oh my God, you heard the crash. Again, Nick Richards with no regard for his own body, willing to do whatever he has to do with this huge shot that he has here.
An incredible chance as we're heading into the Rumble. And he took out maybe 1, 2, 3 rows of fans there.
I think they're 3 or 4 deep.
And I just saw some of the chairs are busted up and broken. That's going to be $10 out of somebody's pocket.
Not mine, brother.
You didn't break it.
I'm safely in the cushiony seat.
Now we got both men down. Somebody's got to try to get back in the ring and get the other one in there with him.
We may have a double count out here.
Well, I see Richards trying to stir. I see Marcellus. He's trying to pull himself up.
Both of these men show an incredible heart, incredible intestinal fortitude.
And Marcellus, to his credit, did not take the count out. He could have stayed out there and saved his title. Richards, he's got purpose. Goes to the corner, reversal by King.
was able to outpower him on that and shoot Nick Richards in, and he hit that buckle hard.
And it looked like Marcellus looked like he wanted to load up something, but Richards kind of hit the deck there. Gonna go harder to the corner again. Chest first.
Brother, that'll drive the wind out of you.
Yeah, it catches you right in the top of the lung there. All the wind just comes right out of you.
We see Marcellus King back in control, wrestling the types of match and the pace that he wants to.
Right, he's let Richards kind of, oh my God.
He threw him so hard he turned him inside out.
Such momentum just flipped him upside down. But I was about to say, he let Richards kind of wrestle the way he wanted to for a minute there, but then turned it right back around. But that arm is bothering him bad.
Marcellus is in trouble.
I'm not sure if it was on that dive, he may have caught a chair on the way down, but that arm is bugging.
Like you said, he keeps going to it.
I think that's why we're seeing such purpose and such focus right now for Marcellus trying to end this. He knows that arm's in bad shape.
Right now, Nick Richards is in a bad spot. Able to show a little bit of heart and fire back on him.
Well, he's got the high ground. He gets some good shots coming down from up high. But Marcellus shrugs it off, gonna set him up, maybe setting up a superplex. Richards with another right hand, he keeps trying to fight him off.
I just don't know if you can trade shots with Marcellus all day long. Richards slid down, powerbomb. Oh my goodness, Nick Richards is still in this, and still alive.
He's still alive, and he's reaching down to a place he didn't know he still had. Richards has a chance to be the heavyweight champion if he can make a cover.
I don't know what's going on, but this crowd is getting behind Nick Richards.
Yes, they are. It's like the old Richards. The young gun Nick Richards is back. He's got him set up.
Marcellus King's in trouble. Big clothesline.
And the second one, he's got momentum. Marcellus King is dazed.
Atomic drop. That's going to stop anybody in their tracks.
Oh, and look at the champion come back. Oh, Richards dips down. Double hook.
He's going for that DDT.
Yes, sir. Murder go round.
Oh, my God.
He got the murder go round, and that is it. 2. Oh, Richards.
Oh, my gosh. Nick Richards staying alive.
My God.
Oh, my goodness. Brother, I'm sweating over here.
Man, you and me both. Richards kicked out of the murder go round, which not many people have done.
Oh, Marcel, you can see what he's thinking.
He's thinking of that knockout elbow, but
he's knocked so many guys out with that elbow.
He's pulling the trigger. He's cocked.
He's got Nick Richards right across there.
He hits the cover.
He hit the cutter. Richards hits the cutter.
Make the cover, kid. Make the cover and be champion.
Make yourself famous.
Oh, and Marcellus rolled over. And Marcellus with the smartest move he could have made.
That was the only thing he could do in that spot. I don't know that he had enough energy to kick out of that cutter. If Nick Richards could have made the cover, we may have had a new heavyweight champion.
Oh, Marcellus, great defensive move. Drops him down on the rope.
After all that, Marcellus still has his wherewithal to know exactly where he's at all times.
Man, it's easy to forget what oh no, he's got him set up. Brainbuster, maybe?
Nick's trying to fight it.
He hit the cutter again. He countered that brainbuster to a cutter.
Oh my gosh.
Can he cover this time?
Covering, Nick.
He's got him.
That's it.
Wait, what the? Instantly, what the heck? Are you serious right now?
What the heck?
You know what?
Wait, I'm confused.
Wouldn't he want his boy to be champion? Somebody's coming out beside us here.
Jason Miller just walked right past us.
You know, forget for a second what a scumbag Nick Richards is after this fight to be screwed over by his own partner.
You hate to see anybody have that happen to him.
If Jason Miller's out,
these are supposed to be his brothers that he trusts. I don't agree with him at all, but still, you can only imagine how he feels right now.
Oh, and the spear in the ring. Marcellus took advantage.
Gosh. He folded him inside out with that spear.
Now he's going to load up that elbow.
He took the elbow pad. There's no protection.
That arm is damaged, but does he?
Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
No, not again.
He caught him right in the back of the temple.
Get up and fight!
Nick's not responding.
He's not.
Bring the bag. He's out.
The ref has no choice.
after all that. Jason Miller trying to get him back up, but Richards could not respond to Red Jones. We got a stoppage. And you know what, the story here, Lee Valiant pulled the referee out of the ring.
I'm so confused at this point. I'm so confused as to what just happened.
What happened? I think we've got major problems in the riot.
Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, the Army of One, Marcellus King.
But Marcellus King, he had his toughest test to date, but he is still the heavyweight champion. And Richards pulling himself back up. The fans are behind Nick Richards trying to get him back up. He is not the champion, but he made the greatest showing I've seen him make in a long time. Be sure to join us next week on Worldwide. The PWI Ultra J Championship on the line as Ethan Case defends 2 out of 3 falls against Chet Sterling.